need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Here's Ender Inciarte. He will lead this one off today. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out the first.
I mean, an absolute bullet line drive on the first pitch of the game. I always wondered how many pitchers were so it has to frustrate the living heck out of you, because if I'm leading off, and I never did it in my career, I'd be pulling the trigger every 0-0 pitch. That might be the best pitch you'll see all day.
Stepping in for the Braves, Nick Markakis. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball just a bit high. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Hey, Matty V, you know, if there's such a good thing as splitting a series, Dero, this is the one. They lose the first 2 games of this series, win game 3. They'd like nothing more than to split this series and win game 4.
Yeah, Bobby Cox always used to say, you got to take care and beat the teams you're supposed to beat and then play 500 against the really good teams. They have a chance to do that exactly today. Drop the first 2, but if they can win today, they split this series and move on.
And now here's the starting 9 for the visiting Atlanta Braves. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. 1-0. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
Now the 2-0 home. Now surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Braves go down without a whimper here. And now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. Julio Teheran gets the ball for Atlanta in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, one of the things this guy does really well, neutralize the left-handed hitters. On the season, lefties are hitting under 250 against this guy, so whatever he's doing against lefties, it certainly works.
At the plate, Tom Beavers. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Marlins, center fielder, Tom Beavers.
First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Guys, one of Dero's former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of the season and ride that 500 line all year.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field, and this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone. So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Matt. People ask him 50 years from now who he hit it off of and what stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember what kind of pitch it was, too. Hopefully he can get the ball back so that can go in his trophy case forever.
Batting second, third baseman,
Martin Prado now, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. Career numbers against Julio Teheran. He has an even 10 hits in 27 at-bats. One and one to count to Martin Prado.
Hey, I love the location right there. Maybe that extra base hit was a big wake-up call to get it going.
It's 1-2. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
Hot shot down the line. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. What's the word on them as they try to split the series, Mark?
You know, Matty, when I look at this lineup at first glance, the fact that they're last in doubles doesn't mean a whole lot to me. But then you got to say to yourself, if they're not driving the ball in the gap, they're certainly not driving it out of the ballpark. So this offense has to clean it up, play a little bit differently, be a little bit more aggressive on the base pass, because you can't expect them to string a ton of hits together.
Here comes the first pitch. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Here's a high pop-up. Schimpf is under it. 2 gone.
batting fourth, left fielder, Derek Dietrich.
Up next from Miami, Derek Dietrich. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. Teheran into his motion. First pitch on its way. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Markakis has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Marlins are on the board first thanks to the solo home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 1-0 Miami. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Ryan Schimpf, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Here's the first pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. Now the pitch. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. Brinson has a play. And he brings it in on the warning track.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Tyler Flowers. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Hard hit ball to second. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll pull into second with one away.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
Now in the box, Lane Adams. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. To second for 1. On to first. Not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Stepping up now, Dansby Swanson. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. First delivery to him on the way.
Oh, that's
a fastball that just misses inside. The 1-0. Hit on the ground to short. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. All tied at 1-1. Ready now for the Marlins, Brian Anderson.
Leading off for the Marlins, second baseman, Brian Anderson.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swinging a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Still 1-2. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
All right, the Atlanta Braves attack you on defense this way. And let's take a look at former #1 overall pick out of Vanderbilt University. That's Dansby Swanson. Look, this guy fits the part. Matinee idol looks, soft hands, and the ability to manipulate the ball all around the lot from the offensive side. Look for him to have an impact in some form or fashion today.
And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Here comes the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. Set to deliver the 0-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
In now, Brian Holiday. In the dirt. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Yeah, and just one pitch after giving up the base knock, he uncorks a wild one and allows him to go to second. That's like giving a guy a double that he didn't even earn. That'll drive you crazy when you're on the mound.
The 1-0. High in the air out towards shallow right. Markakis has a read on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And next to the plate will be J.T. Riddle. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Teheran sets. Here comes the first pitch. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Strike taken to throw. Behind the runner to second. The 1-2. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. A leap at the wall, but forget it. It's gone. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His first home run of the season, and it gives the Marlins a 3-1 lead.
That was really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the bases.
Batting ninth, pitcher, Odrisamer.
Into the box, Odrisamer Despaigne. Dribbled up the line. That's a foul ball. windup and the 0-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Adams on the move, and that ends the inning. But 2 in the inning for the Marlins thanks to the 2-run home run. We've played 2. It's now 3-1 Miami. Great shot there of the blue waters and long sandy stretches of Miami Beach. Back now for the top of the 3rd inning on MLB Network.
Leading off for the Braves.
So here now's the pitcher, Julio Teheran. 9-1-2 due up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Dietrich waits on it. 1 away. So 1 gone now as we give you a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. Striding in once again, Ender Inciarte. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a drive out to the gap in right center. Inciarte now for second. Around second now and headed for third. The relay throw. Well, he is in there with a triple. So just like that, he's at third here with 1 away as we show you the league leaders in 3 base hits. Ready for another chance, Nick Markakis. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right over the middle, knee high. Hit on the ground out to short. Rivers gathers it in. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
A simple ground ball to the infield, but the run does come home from third, and they cut their deficit to only 1 run.
Stepping in, Freddie Freeman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. This is to right field and deep for Freeman. And it's gone. A solo home run off the bat of Freddie Freeman, number 14 on the season, and the Braves have drawn even now. It's 3-3.
I'm excited to check the home run numbers that come out on Show Track, because that was just one of the most impressive launches we've seen in a good while. And as the numbers come in, that ball was projected to have carried over 460 feet. An amazing show of strength.
Stepping in now, Ryan Schimpf. As he's well in front of the curveball and comes up empty there for strike 1. Flied out in his first at bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The 0-1 delivery. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. Ryan Schimpf with a solo shot. Number 17 for him on the season as they take the lead 4-3.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. Takes this the other way to right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. The 1-0. Hit out towards second. Reined in. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Braves lead this one 4-3. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Tom Beavers will lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Beavers.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one just missed outside. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Missed with a slider.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
The 2-0 pitch on the way. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. Great tilt on the slider on the inside corner.
2-2.
The 2-2. Hit hard but fouled toward first, so he'll come back and line it up again.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Adams has a read on it. Makes the play. 1 away. So 1 gone in the inning now as we get a look there at the standings in the NL East as you see where the Braves find themselves entering play. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Martin Prado. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
1-1. Here it comes. Hit the other way out toward right field. Markakis has a read on it. 2 down. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Digging in to try it again, Justin Bour, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
2 out, nobody on. One and one now the count to the Marlins first baseman. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. It's a solo shot for Justin Bour, number 11 for him on the season, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece. We're watching an impressive power display today. With that one, these two teams have now hit a combined 5 homers in this game.
Yeah, Matt, you know what, Deaver, we got up this morning for this day game here. We were expecting a high-scoring game, but, boy, we haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, you take the temperature of a lot of guys in the league. They definitely will tell you they see the ball better in the daytime than they do at night. Case in point today, ball was jumping off the bats of both lineups.
So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. The 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
Tehran's ready. Here's the 3-0. Curveball hit on the ground to shortstop. Swanson brings it in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Marlins able to knock things up on the solo home run. We're through 3 here in Miami. All even now at 4 apiece. Digging in for his second at-bat, Lane Adams. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a layoff fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs. And only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
Tap down the line. Tough play for Prado. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Number 7, shortstop.
Digging in, Dansby Swanson. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Brinson's in pursuit, and a diving effort, but he can't make the play in right. He hit the corner and tries for third. Throw won't get him.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero on the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
Standing in now, Julio Teheran, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one.
Hey, it's been a little bit of a rough outing for this guy in this one so far. And one thing you can look at if you want to get really picky, less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And the runner's coming home. Squeeze attempt misses. And now they'll apply the tag on him between third and home as the squeeze attempt fails here, and there are suddenly two away now. One and two now to the Braves pitcher. Tight game here early on. 4-4 the score here in inning number 4. And that misses 2-2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Riddle is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Braves go down quietly. Through 3.5, all tied 4 apiece. So striding in, Brian Anderson. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Second baseman, Brian Anderson.
First delivery to him on the way. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still 1 good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
He's set. Here it comes. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner. Anderson gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Counts even at 1-1 to Lewis Brinson.
Oh,
2-1. The 2-1 home. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Well, as a pitcher, you never want to hit a guy, but he's been struggling early, and the hitters have owned the inside part of the plate, so maybe this will help him reclaim the inner half and start to become more effective. Has to command it in there, though.
So striding forward now, Brian Holiday. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. As a look, now the pitch. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one.
You're on the mound in this situation, you only have two options. You got to find a way to strike this next guy out or get him to ground into a double play.
Down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 delivery. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
4 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
He's set. Here's the 3-2 fouled away. The next 3-2. There's ball 4.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Coming to the plate now, JT Riddle. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up.
Well, you don't see this very often, Matty V. A 2-strike straight changeup. But this guy's changeup is one of the best in the league. We'll see if he tries that different approach this time, and maybe if he gets to 2 strikes, try to use the fastball a little bit more than that straight changeup. It might be time for this guy to start mixing his pitches up a little bit better. He's pitching poorly, but if you look at his first pitch strike percentage at over 70%, this team batting has a pretty good idea what his game plan is.
The 0-1 pitch. Right side, but it's well foul. Bases loaded here, nobody out. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. Throw to second will be in time, but the run's going to come in and score. But no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first.
Well, they really didn't have a shot at turning 2 on the high chopper. They only get 1, and that allows the runner from third to score.
Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, Odrisamer Despaigne, and their runners at the corners now. Here comes the first pitch. There's a breaking ball over the outer half.
1st and 3rd, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake up in the zone that he can drive in the air and pick up a sac fly at the very least.
The 0-1 on its way. Grounded up the first baseline. One there. On to Freeman, and they turn the double play to end the inning. Marlins forced to settle for 1. We played 4 full. The Marlins on top, 5-4. Digging in and looking for more, Ender Inciarte. 2 for 2 with a triple on his batting line to this point.
Ender Inciarte.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. The windup and the 0-1. And that misses 1-1. Line towards center field. And a reaching effort, but this ball gets by him as he does a half gainer to try to flag it down.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear him.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Breaking ball in for a strike. And the changeup is way low that time. From the belt, the pitch. And this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, that's not a real good look when you flail at what ends up being a wild pitch. Doesn't say much about your pitch recognition, but regardless, the runner is able to advance, so we'll see if he can drive him in now.
One, 2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. 4 runs, 9 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Down the left field line and deep, and this will wind up a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time is taken, ball 3.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Inciarte stands at second with no outs. And this misses to Markakis. It's ball 4.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He could put 3 runs on the board in a hurry. So expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
The 1-0 home gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
The 1-1. Pulls this one into the air out into right field.
Waiting on it is Brinson.
And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. It's fair to say that early on at least, the runs have come in bunches here this afternoon. A high-scoring affair thus far, and we're only in the 5th inning. Ready once again, Ryan Schimpf. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
And in that last at-bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap, but that'll be off the wall in right center. A run in. Here's a second runner around third. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate, and he's out on the tag. But we do have a tie ball game now with a run scoring on the play. Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here's the first pitch to him. In tied at 93, ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. 2 out here and a runner at second. A ball and a strike now. Hit on the ground to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Braves will settle for just the 1. Last half of the 5th coming up, and we are all tied 5-5. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Tom Beavers. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a strike. The 0-1 pitch. To short, hit hard. Swanson picks it up. And that's out number 1.
Third baseman number 14, Martin Prado.
Digging in once again, Martin Prado. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Adams moves over. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, first baseman, Justin Bohr.
Ready for another shot now. Justin Bohr comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, he's going to have to set his sights a little bit more over the heart of the plate. I can't have one of my best left-handed power hitters reaching and taking an ugly swing like that.
swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Miami down in order. Our score holds at 5 apiece.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Marlins, number 48, Severino Gonzalez.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies.
Second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
First delivery to him on the way. And a neck-high fastball that time. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. The 1-0. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. The pitch. And there's ball 2 now. The 2-1 home is looked at for ball 3. The 3-1 pitch. Finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Now the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Beavers moves over. 1 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Lane Adams.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Lane Adams. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. 1 out, nobody on. Now time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Gonna be a tough play. And that's the second out.
Number 7.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. First offering on its way. And that one just missed outside. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3. This ball game still tied 5-all. Striding in once again, Derek Dietrich. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
Derek Dietrich.
First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. The 1-0 is taken. Strike 1. The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2.
1 strike.
The 2-1 home takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Well, he snapped that breaking ball off really nice. He'll do well to keep putting it there.
The 2-2. Another 2-2. This is on the ground over to first. A dive, and he knocks it down. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning.
I know he didn't smoke that one from the offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knock's a knock, especially to lead off an inning. Game tied, and it's getting late. That could prove to be pivotal.
Ready for another chance? Brian Anderson. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. Grounded foul off to the right. Dietrich aboard here at first with nobody out. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And the runner back in standing. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Ready on 0-2. This is foul right side. Trying to send him packing for the second time, and it's fouled away.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Fouled off.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 foul balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play, but I love the fact that he's battling.
High in the air down the right field line. Markakis has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 9, Lewis Brinson.
Digging in once again, Lewis Brinson. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball just a bit high. Brinson, formerly property of the Milwaukee Brewers. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
And that misses. 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. Swanson scoops it up, and he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. So that'll go into the books as an E6, and he'll be kicking himself over that one. And next to the plate will be J.T. Little. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball that finds the outside corner. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A slider that just grabs the outside corner.
Sometimes you just can't overthink it. If a guy can't hit a certain pitch in a certain quadrant, why would you throw him anything else? Case in point, this guy's cold zone is away, and this pitcher keeps attacking that exact spot.
Line toward the gap in left center. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit. And the runner from second is in to score. Now a 7-5 game.
Hey, even though we're in the middle of this one here, D-Roll, that's a big base hit and 2 RBIs to boot.
Yeah, you never know when it's going to come, Dan. But when you see runners in scoring position, you're up to the plate, your eyes light up, and you have to come through for the team. Great at-bat right there.
Change up in for a strike. Career numbers against Julio Teheran, not great. He's 1 for 8. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Rojas, a Venezuelan-born ball player. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called up, and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
The 1-2. Hit in the air to center field. Inciarte's there. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's now an 8-5 game.
Great work to do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball to the outfield and give his guy at third a chance.
First offering on its way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone. But something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
Missed with a slider.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Popped him up. Shim shading to his right. And that's the third out. So they pick up 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning, 1 error in the inning, and 1 man left on. 7th inning coming up. Miami's out in front, 8-5. Welcome back to South Florida. It's on to the 7th inning with the Marlins on top, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings of play.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher set to take over here, and we'll see the right-hander Junichi Tazawa.
Junichi Tazawa.
Danny Santana is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Number 23, Danny Santana.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Beavers sprinting after it. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Center fielder, number 11, Ender Inciarte.
Here's Ender Inciarte. Previously against Junichi Tazawa, he's a .333 hitter. First delivery to him on the way. Little tapper down the first baseline, but it's foul, strike 1. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. The 1-1 home. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Dietrich on the move, but he won't get there. It falls in.
I mean, obviously this guy is built to play in the daytime. 4 for 4. You know he's seeing it good right now. These are the days that you remember for a long time.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. The 1-0 home finds the zone, strike 1. Inciarte stands at first with 1 out. Now a throw over to first. A dive, but he's back. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Bounce to first. And he'll take this over to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner moves into scoring position at second.
First baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. And, Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. they're running out of those pretty quick.
Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a miss at a ball down. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Hit back up the middle. And he'll turn and try the jump throw to first. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Braves strand 1. Still looking up at an 8-5 deficit. Rex Brothers gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Rex Brothers.
Martin Prado now. His career history against Rex Brothers, not great. He's 1 for 8. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a knee-high fastball.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Nope. Too high. 1-2. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box now, Justin Bohr. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
In now, Derek Dietrich, as he'll take a look at ball 1. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
2-0 count. The pitch is in there for strike 1.
Count is 2-1.
Three and 1 to the Marlins left fielder.
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Working for the punch out and the offering. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Into the box, Brian Anderson, as he would look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. His career history against Rex Brothers, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Moore stands at second with 2 gone. A ball and 2 strikes now.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Nick Whitgren has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 64.
Ryan Schimpf will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3.
If you're at the plate in this situation, you're only thinking one thing, and that is get on base. You got 3 balls. It has to be perfect over those 17 inches for you to pull a trigger. A walk is as good as a knock right here.
And this will be nowhere close as his control deserts him here. It's a 5-pitch walk.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. He was a ground-out victim last time up. First offering on its way. 0-1 the count.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
A 1 pitch on its way. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. Nobody out, runner on first. The 0-2 delivery. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Great job to keep your hands back and not fully commit. The body was out in front on a great changeup right there, but he was able and strong enough to keep his hands back.
The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the two starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch. Wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down. But a strong throw gets him at second, so the sacrifice does not pay off here.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Johan Camargo will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 17, Johan Camargo.
Grounded to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for Atlanta. Still looking up at an 8-5 deficit.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Atlanta, number 39, Sam Freeman.
Ready once again, Lewis Brinson.
Leading off for the Marlins, right fielder, Lewis Brinson.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Off the plate ball.
Missed with a breaking ball. The 1-0 misses for the second ball. Now the 2-0 home is looked at for the first strike. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Markakis has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Getting late in the day here, and as this has been a long one, we check out our line score to this point. The scoreboard operator's going to sleep well tonight because, as you can see, he's been a pretty busy man through the first 7 and change. Up next from Miami, Brian Holiday, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First delivery to him on the way. And a breaking ball stays outside. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. Albies ranging into shallow right. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, A.T. Little.
And next to the plate will be J.T. Little. First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Comes set, and the 0-1. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Pause, and the 0-2 is a breaking ball in off the plate.
That turns out to be a good take on that front door breaking ball, but you have to wonder if that pitch buckled him at all. That was really close to clipping the inside corner.
2 out, nobody on. That's lifted the other way out to left. Santana has a beat on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. They're on top by 3, 8-5. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Kyle Berklaw comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Number 46, Kyle Berklaw. Now playing shortstop and batting in the ninth spot.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
First pitch of the at-bat. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Liner towards second. And the spin throw gets him at first. A fine play there for the first out. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see there, he's sitting in second place in the National League in that department. Stepping in for the Braves, Danny Santana, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
out in front as he rolls over it to second. Anderson has it on to first, and that means the Braves are now down to their final out.
Now batting.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ender Inciarte. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. High in the air out to center field. Beavers giving chase. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
8-5 today. The Miami Marlins rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Severino Gonzalez gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Julio Teheran allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. Kyle Barraclough hammers down the save, his 15th of the campaign. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score for this afternoon. First for the victorious Miami Marlins, 8 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. For Atlanta, 5 runs on 11 hits. With 1 error. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 42 minutes. A reminder that Marlins shuttle buses are available outside Marlins Park with service to the Culver Metro Rail Station.